And we're live.
We're live. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And this is the Lore Together live stream for Mass Effect. Hey, Arcane! Good to see you. Thanks for coming back. So today...
Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2. Electric Boogaloo. And what we are doing specifically today is choosing between two missions that were voted on by patrons. It was a shorter poll than we would usually give. So, hey Generality, good evening Scott, good to see you. So we're gonna choose between the two that had votes, essentially, that were tied.
Yes. So those are between Jack's loyalty mission, which we heard about, go to Pragia and investigate the Cerberus facility there.
Yes.
And the other one is Tali's, which she has to discuss with us first. But the fact that it's called Tali: Treason.
Yes. Kind of gets you the idea. So I will merely state for those of you who don't know Mass Effect 2, but also...
I'm going to go talk to Tali so we get at least both of them have the intro out of the way.
We get the intro. Though the intro for Jax was a few episodes ago, actually. Yeah. So, if you do not remember, Jack essentially is like, Cerberus did something messed up to me, and I don't remember. I need to go back to where I was kept as a child. And now we're going to get the explanation from Tali about what hers is, and then we're going to ask the chat which one do they want to vote. And, of course, as always, patrons get a double point. Their vote counts twice.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
That sounds like a comic. I don't know my Mass Effect comics that well, but that sounds like a comic storyline, doesn't it?
It does, because it also sounds like I was thinking about... There's one of the books you covered in one of our episodes.
Yeah, I thought
has a similar situation.
I thought she would mention. I think his name was Gogol.
Yeah.
But she didn't. So.
Yeah, interesting. So this must have. I would assume this has happened after that. So.
Yeah.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So, no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Yeah, that's very, very practical, so...
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, It's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay. Let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard.
Really?
I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Have one, thanks. Hello, comrade. Scott goes, me who doesn't know Mass Effect 2. I've been seen! Huh? Yeah, earlier. No, we want to acknowledge that there's some people experiencing this story for the first time, and we'd love introducing it to you. Generality goes, I thought she was going to say less formal than something you'd see on TV. It feels like that. I mean...
So which one do we want to do? Jack, who is going through a...
Identity crisis
on a former Cerberus facility, or Tali, who is going through a court trial.
For surprise
keep walking through
charges,
these doors.
no less.
Just
Have one, thanks goes, less formal than Judge Judy. Yeah, you know what? It actually, it kind of is. It's a little less formal than Judge Judy. I hate to say it.
well, now we wait for chat to vote.
All right, chat. Generality says I'm sold on Tally. So that's...
Is that because she's only the most recent that you've heard? Which is fine.
You're allowed to have favorites. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, in between the two, I always gravitated more towards Tali, not just because of the extra game, but just because I feel like Tali is somebody I'd be friends with in real life. Jack is somebody who I would avoid in real life. And that's just me.
Yeah, Jack is looking to destroy the facility that she was tortured and abused in.
Yeah. So generally voted for Tali, so that's technically, let's see.
2 votes.
Yeah. Generally goes, I guess I'm slightly more of a sucker for a sob story than a sass session. That's fair. Scott goes, I'd say Tali, but fine with either, and that may be biased for hearing her setup. And that's fair. That's fair. It's not, you're not presenting it equally, so, but your bias is accepted because this isn't important. It's not like a government official election or anything. Okay, I'm going to try to get over my trauma here.
I need to get to Pragia, Shepard. Soon.
Remind me what you wanted me to do.
I need your help to face my past with Cerberus.
That's all she says. Arcane Flame goes Tali because it reminds me of the Worf bit from TNG with the surprise charges.
All right.
I think I think that's where we're going then, because
Jack will be next time then.
Yeah, Jack will be next time. Have one thing, 'cause I assume that you have withheld your vote because you usually don't mind either way.
Samara wants a moment with you, Commander.
Right.
Meanwhile, I just realized we're just ignoring Samara. Hopefully she's not offended. Have one thanks votes that the NPCs have a good time. You're in the wrong video game franchise, my friend. In fact, anything with BioWare, just assume that they're not having a good time.
Although I did see one of the Let's Players I watch, I haven't seen the episode yet, but for his Veilguard Let's Play, he's a very big lore... Apocalypse, you've heard me talk about him before.
Yes, yeah.
Said that Veilguard was his favorite BioWare ending.
It's a well-deserved ending, I will say. I'm about to play it a second time, and it's really good. Also, I'm still writing fanfic about it because that Rook Emmerich romance thing's got me in a bind, man. Mystic's like, what does this mean about me?
No, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's go to the flotilla, guys. Oh, wait. Okay,
Who's coming with?
Who's coming with? Should we go over our crewmates again as we wait for people to vote? Mystic's so over this bit. I'm not. I'm here for it every time. We've got Gosh.
Are you sure you're not over this bit?
I am not over this bit. The creativity wasn't coming right. It's like the merc with a heart of tar. Stick is like. I'm sorry, Zaid he's not a soft guy. He's not. We have religious oath, kill everything. We have our sassy Solarian scientist, calibrating, Miss Perfect, Mr. Ooh yeah.
What?
He's there. He'll take you out to dinner before he dies. Damaged, just completely damaged. Bond girl if Bond was a girl. Mystic is just like straining so hard. He's just so mad at my characterizations. Scott goes, in honor of Have One Thanks, pick whoever would have a good time during single female lawyer in space. Thanks, Futurama. Oh, not to cackle into the microphone. Sorry there. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know which one. You would probably know better than I would, Mystic, for that one.
I'm still shaking my head at the humor. So
it was humorous.
I know I'm leading into it. What is the point?
It said pick whoever would have a good time during single female lawyer in space from Futurama.
I don't know.
Have One Thanks to Sir Lancelot, Sir Robin, Sir Plus Army Store, Sir not appearing in this game.
Oh my god. My vote is Garrus just because Tali and Garrus were in Mass Effect 1, so
Tali and Garrus are our favorite characters.
Garrus would have some stake in Tali, like.
Token goes, Tali is adorkable. Not an ill word shall be uttered against her. Token, I see you have a type, and that's totally fine. Also, she's one of my favorites. So if we want to do Tali, I think Tali and Garrus works as well.
Plus, we don't have to do. We don't have to deal with this stupidity that is almost any of the characters when they walk onto the Quarian ship, except for Tali, Garrus, Rex. In fact, I think that's it. The three of them. Everyone else just wears a tiny little face mask.
Like a partial mask. This is the thing that didn't make sense for Mass Effect 2. It's like, we're going to go walk out in space, and you only have a partial mask on. It's ridiculous. Scott says your logic sounds good to him, and Arcane Flame says, yeah, sounds like a good reason. And it's also our favorite squad. Garrus and Tali are household favorites, like kind of top tier together. When Mass Effect 2 first came out,
we just don't take them anywhere, apparently.
No, we don't take our assassin anywhere. When Mass Effect 2 first came out, my canon romance became Garrus, and Mystic's canon romance became Tali. So it just kind of worked out that way. Oh, come see, come saw. I'm not entirely sure there, Mystic. Okay. Yes, that is our fave squad, Scott. Fave
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Have one thinks goes, that's no moon. It's a spaceship.
I can't believe they're
Generality
charging
goes.
Zora with such a thing.
Generality goes,
If Tali's
passphrase.
even
No.
get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Sorry, I keep trying to do this. Mystic's like, I can't move. So General goes, a passphrase. No way Cerberus would know that. I think it's less a passphrase, and I think it's more a quote from their quote-unquote sacred text, like texts that explain why they live the way they live.
It is a passphrase, and
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah,
okay.
I can't remember the Quarian's name, but in the second book, Ascension,
Yes.
there's a Quarian who is tortured for
The passphrase?
the passphrase. Like, they're each given a passphrase. So it's not like a code, like you're speaking from a code book. It's like you are given a code to give.
Okay. Okay. And then Token goes, oh, this is one of my favorite missions. It's a good one. And there's some great in-jokes in this that we better hit.
Tali Zora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
All of these are accurate.
Yes. I'm honored. This is unexpected. This is a terrible idea. All at once in your head.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you. This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Can I say, they have brought us onto one of the live ships, given all the greenery.
Yeah.
And that seems kind of a weird place to hold a trial. It's a very important ship, but it's a very protected ship.
And if anything, that it might be half the reason why they do it. It's the show of protecting what's precious to them, as well as one that
That's
has
fair.
additional security.
It's like Rex talking about sacred ground in the last game.
Like the shaman who gave up
Yeah.
his name. Yeah.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
So I know that there's a way to go through this, and I don't remember exactly.
I don't know if either one of these matter.
I don't think this one does, but...
Yeah.
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Yeah, it's you know which one to choose.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. The shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
The one thing I do want to point out is all those admirals,
Yeah.
like the three who are discussing, are all from Dragon Age.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Gurel, of course, the one that was the gentleman who was speaking in favor of Tali. Was it Gurel Chorus, or am I getting him
No,
mixed?
Chorus is the one who was not for Tali.
Cause, but it was I'm getting two names mixed up.
Yes.
But the other gentleman, speaker, that's Logain. Just
That's Logan,
straight
Samuel
up
Templeton.
doesn't even sound like
Yeah.
anybody else.
Then Chorus is played by Martin Jarvis, who was in one of the Dragon Age DLCs. I don't remember what he played, but he was in there.
Okay.
And the other one is played by Claudia Black, who was Morgan. So.
Yeah. Yes, I almost forgot about that too. And we could speak to all of them now and about their positions.
I was about to ask about that.
Yeah.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the Conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Let's
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Let's not tell the Quarians we have an AI on our ship.
No, we should not. Also, Token said if only you brought a certain synthetic squad mate with you, and it's like, let's not say anything else about that because it's not happening. And then Scott goes, should we talk to people? Almost always means yes, go talk to people. That's fair.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Dwight Schultz, everybody.
What? Really? Oh, okay. Cool.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Let's trigger a panic attack.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Could have handled that better.
Carl Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Admiral Zen, that's what.
Yes. She's interesting.
Talizora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Talizora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
I do love how Admiral Zen is like a sci-fi Morrigan.
Well, to a certain extent,
Yes.
just the tone is exactly the same.
We want you to do Morrigan, but in a bodysuit.
Have one thanks go. The trial's just for fun, apparently.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Talizora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Yeah.
I agree, but maybe don't say that to the person, one of the people who's going to be judging you.
I like the idea that Tali pressed a button and only said that to the squad and not out to the Admiral. But that's headcanon right there. Good evening, Everett. Thanks for joining us. And Scott's like, so show trial. Cool.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Apparently we interrupted a conversation, and this person didn't even take part.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Even during the hearing, Tali'Zorah's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I want to use that phrase from now on, so...
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, sure. Did we do that?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find someplace to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Pretty reasonable, the conversation. So there's a lot in the chat. Arcane Flame goes, but we have to have a trial. The people demand it. They enjoy watching justice triumph over evil every time. They find it comforting. Everett goes, I've been catching back up. Thanks for catching up. But generally he goes, that raises questions about the Krogan endocrine system that I didn't want to ponder. So fair. Have one thanks goes, got a real Geth wish.
Oh,
So, generally goes, so basically the trial was suicide mission bait? Yes. I mean, also it's a Bioware plot, so. Scott goes, a good defense makes sure that they really understand, so just ask him to repeat, that's all.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Talia a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkorus Vas Quibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Alright. Scott says, I was just gonna ask about the name.
So there's nothing else we have to talk about.
Yes, we have to ask about the name.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Wait.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Alright, my day's made. Thank you.
It's such a tortured joke, too.
It is not a tortured joke.
Move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Okay, Arcane Flame got a laugh out of it. So, I feel better about it. It took weeks for some people during when Mass Effect 2 came out to be like, wait a minute, that joke was there? It's like, oh yeah, that joke was there.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alaray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
What kind of evidence will carry weight?
Tali, you admit,
yes,
then something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the homeworld.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Alright. So have when Thanks says vast deference. Rethink that one. Exactly. Scott goes, okay, that's good fun world building. It is kind of a cool idea. It is kind of a cool idea overall. Generally goes, quib solidarity. Token goes, let's quib on out of here. Have one Thanks goes, yo dog, I know you like quibs. So I put some quib in your quib so you can quib while you quib. The millennial memes here are fascinating, guys. I love it.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Even during the hearing, Talizora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vast Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Straight into shooting Geth, guys.
Go for the optics.
There we go.
You guys hear that is Tali telling her drone to go for the optics, which is adorable.
And the reference to Baldur's Gate.
2?
I believe it's 2, yeah. It's Mint and his hamster, I believe.
Branch 1. Understood.
Dang it.
On your 6.
No, Garrus, I do not need you to stand on a box.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Just stealing money.
Does the migrant fleet believe in money?
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secured drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Token liked to say that they would like to reiterate their love for the Maddock rifle during this break.
So glad that the Quarians use the exact same code as everyone else.
Universal code, guys. Hey, it worked for Independence Day.
Who's running the system diagnosis? diagnostic. I didn't authorize... Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
What's this?
Get shield. Scott goes, universal standards are always met.
Look out!
No. Took him out pretty quick there. You can tell that I really like this mission because I'm super quiet right now.
Lockdown navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you.
Did that get interrupted? I couldn't tell.
It did.
Lockdown navigation. Weapons
And
are
then it got
offline.
brought
Our
back.
mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Not that it was important, but
I think
yeah,
it's
I just
good.
had a notification pop up stupidly. Sorry about that.
Oh, really? In the midst?
In the middle of the screen too.
Ugh. Technology is
Great.
great. Generally goes, oh, I thought that was supposed to be interrupted. No. We're too perfectionisty to let that Scott goes, oof, that video. Oh, I know. It hit me hard the first time. That was before.
Got you.
And like, let's think about this. This is a bunch of scientists isolated, researching weapons, but are not combat people themselves. Close quarters combat with these Geth. Look at this. This is not just like normal Geth either. It's there's some heavy Geth here. Generally goes, "Is Miranda from Firefly vibes from this place?" Where?
What less to worry about?
I don't think it's quite as much a conspiracy. And now I want to watch Serenity again because that movie slaps so hard.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
Why is that the top one? Ugh. 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 Ugh.
The Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on. One down.
You can't tell my people where they would go, okay?
Yeah, the Maddock is kind of awesome.
Is there a place to go to the... Never mind.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tally, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
And on that note, I think we should end this episode.
Oh, at this point? But how much more fighting is actually going to happen?
I don't know, actually. I just thought it was funny when she said we're ending this, and just
That's not a funny joke, sir.
I thought it was.
I was on the edge of my seat, man.
This feels complicated.
No,
It's just a tight turn around that. And another.
Would you rather
That
play
was bad.
Frogger?
You know what? That's fair.
Scott goes, okay, I did actually laugh there. That must be that kind of night for me. It's okay. I think it's that kind of night for us too, apparently.
Guess not.
Clocked hostiles.
Really? You found hostiles, Garrus?
Look sharp. Clocked hostiles. Look sharp.
Yeah, Ghost. Oh, no, not this. Oh. They had a model flotilla ship on this research lab? That's pretty convenient.
I love how it just says, get evidence.
Did you forget why you're here?
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
I mean, that sounded bad.
But yeah, yeah, we're trying to be an optimist here right now.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Scott goes, very right reasons, wrong way move. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
It's up to the chat.
What?
It's up to the chat.
It's a Paragon. There's a Paragon Renegade pathway for that, though.
Alright. Is there an interrupt?
There's not an interrupt.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
Oh.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
That's right. I thought there was someone else talking. Hi, guys.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Token.
Sorry we're late.
Token says Paragon dialogue option, so you got at least a vote for towards that anyway, so.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Here it is.
Yeah, we are the Paragon ship.
Yeah, no, this is the way to go. It's epic, actually.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Hangarel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the Admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Good luck storming the castle.
Leroy Jenkins!
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Come on, Tali Zora, Boss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
This is valuable.
Can we talk to anybody else? Is that what... Okay.
Well, this is at the bottom of the screen the whole time.
Maybe we can retake the whole world in my lifetime.
Generally was like, I'm not sure what's really Paragometry. I thought there was more in the chat. It's more just like rooting for the Paragon options.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. I greatly enjoyed seeing you call the other admirals out on their politicking, and I am pleased that Tali was not exiled.
I hope your people find a solution that doesn't involve a devastating war with the Geth.
As do I, Commander. As do I.
Scott goes, she's keeping the name change? I think it's just at this point, Shepard is a tier above most other outsiders, so Voss Normandy's no longer an insult.
Yeah.
Nice talking, Shepard. It's funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Tali and Shepard are good at killing synthetics. Glad that on our side.
A war with the Geth would be a disaster. We'd never...
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Tali, is there anything the Admiral should know?
We found a lot of dead bodies, Admiral. Including my father's, that's all. Whatever research they were doing was destroyed.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well, and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rael Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
The Admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
Oh, that's a bad no.
Why do I get to choose this? It's Tali. Tali's being asked. Why am I choosing this?
Yeah, this is the one that feels the ickiest.
Chat. What do you want to do?
Should we say yes or he didn't care about Tali? Because both of those seem brutal in very different ways.
Both of them are accurate in different ways, too.
Yeah. So mad.
Why did we choose this, though?
It just doesn't make sense. It's just the premise of many BioWare games that we're just such a...
Paragon.
Yeah. There's a lot. So, Mystic, I will read this in the order that I've got it. Yes. 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 Yes.
We found Rail's body. He left a message for Tali.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Keep us alive.
Every single cutscene just ends with Garrus walking up for like the last second.
Did I miss something?
Pretty much. I was checking out the bar.
Well, I mean, he could drink the
That's what I was
alcohol
gonna say.
here.
It's one of the few places he could actually drink something.
Yeah.
Lizarra was innocent.
Scott goes, he didn't care. Seems there's no wiggle room. Well, yes, maybe we can fudge around what we say, which is what happens.
Congratulations, Tali Zora. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the Rhine, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
There it is. I thought we were done with this mission.
Tim, what is this?
Tim, work on your GUI, all right? Tali power unlocked. I forget that. Yeah, when you do the loyalty mission. Oh, that's right. There's new outfits too. Oh man, I'm a sucker for a new outfit. And Palladium. Well, thanks chat for joining us and choosing this
Commander,
mission.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
We'll take care of that next time.
Yeah. So next time, 2 weeks from now, we'll do Jack's mission.
Yes.
Well, a lot more angst. Believe it or not, a lot more angst.
And then next week we're back to Myst.
Yeah.
Our patrons can check out our latest episode that was put up just before our stream started.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be back in the Myst universe.
Yeah, and I will warn it is a two-parter, so...
As almost all of our Myst games.
Yeah, it's just dense lore, man. But thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's always fun chatting with you guys. I always look forward to this on Thursdays.
Yeah, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Catch you then. Bye.
Bye.